She should be resting, sitting down, laying down, being waited on hand and foot by these family members, and they trying to use her.
원래 사정
Hello and welcome back to Actually Let's Talk About It with me, your host Lily. And today I will be reacting to episode 2 of Dr. Cha on Netflix, that series. And we will get into what Miss Cha is going to do next, aka Dr. Cha, what she is going to do next now that, it came out that her husband ain't no good. We as the audience know he's cheating. She doesn't know that yet, but we do know his mother is a low down dog, and so is he, and that's most likely where he got it from, because homeboy was literally having a crisis internally over giving over a portion of his liver to save his dying wife, who has literally done above and beyond for him throughout their marriage, even gave up her dream of being a doctor so she could raise their kids, and he still was having an issue with giving up a portion of his liver for this woman. The same woman that took care of his ailing father. The same woman who was making sure all the housework is done so he could just rest and relax when he gets home. Y'all, I work the worst for her husband. I want him to become the ex-husband, and I want it to happen quickly. No delay, because he needs to go. He's a problem. He's an issue. He is the source of her sickness. I believe that him and his family were stressing her out so much that it literally caused her liver to fail. And people can do that to you when they're just horrible, greedy people. And that's what I think happened here. But yes, now we're going to get into the reaction here. And just before we get into the reaction, we want to do a patron shout out. And the patron shout out goes to, once again, Keisha L. Thank you so much for your support. It is very much appreciated. And I do appreciate all the other patrons as well. Thank y'all so much for your support. It means so much. And now we are going to get into the reaction. But if you are watching this on YouTube, before we get into the reaction again, got another side note. Don't forget to like, comment if you would like to comment, and subscribe to the channel, because we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. And every day we are getting one step closer to that goal. But without further ado, we're going to get straight into this reaction here to Dr. Cha episode 2. Let's get into it. This selfish bastard. Even after his kids begged him to give her the liver, he wouldn't. Crazy. Crazy and crazy. So a complete stranger saved her life. I would beat this man. I would divorce him so quick. He wouldn't have to worry about shit. Because I wouldn't kill him, but I would beat his ass, for sure. And then beat his mom's ass. I'm no respecter of persons. Because in the name of feminism, I would beat y'all both equally and brutally. Girl, you the one who choosing to be the mistress. You literally could have left his ass alone when he got another woman pregnant and married that woman. But nah, you chose to be that dumb one and still try to leech and stay on by this man's side when he obviously doesn't love you, because a man that loves you wouldn't have gotten with somebody else and got them pregnant and then married them after he was done with the relationship with you. Facts. And a man that loves you wouldn't want you to be the side piece when he technically knew you first, right? So all the way around, she wrong and she dumb. And she could be wrong and dumb by herself, because that's really where it's going to get her. He, at the end of the day, he ain't never going to be with this woman. For real. At the end of the day. And then even if they do somehow end up together, she'll always have to wonder, is there another woman like I was the other woman? It's just never going to end well for somebody like this with a relationship with someone like him. And it makes it worse because you know he's married. And you know you live in a society as conservative as Korea is, where you will probably never ever be able to be the wife. Ever. But pop off, I guess. Pick me's gonna pick me, honey.
조용히 하시고.
커피 이거 뭐야?
너 좋은 거 들어왔대서 사봤어.
Now, I'm gonna be calm about this, but my good sis just came back from the hospital where she was there for months, waiting on a liver transplant. She just got the surgery, and she out here working and busting her ass like a maid that's unpaid, aka damn near a slave for this family of hers. And okay, I'm not too much thinking about the kids because they're young, but the oldest two, her husband for now, and his raggedy ass mother. Why are y'all trying to make her do shit for you when she just got done with her surgery? Just got done. I'm trying to understand why her family doesn't appreciate her. She out here busting her ass after she just had a surgery. Her immune system is weak. She should be resting, sitting down, laying down, being waited on hand and foot by these family members, and they trying to use her.
원래 사동일까?
Yeah, she deserves to be appreciated. It's her time now. It's not about them. She's done a fantastic job with her kids. She's endured her husband and his mother. It's time for her to think about herself. Live however you please on his dime, honey. That was fantastic.
아니, 그동안 그 말빨 어디다 숨겨놓고
Yeah.
살았던 거니? 잘했어.
So, in a way, this friend, thank God for this friend. Thank God for her. Because, and the ancestors as well, because if she hadn't have said, I thought she was tripping and being rude in the first episode where she said, your eyes don't look right and your skin doesn't look right. It looks yellowish, like you're sick. But it turned out she was finding out the signs that her own doctor husband couldn't find. And he's a practicing doctor. Didn't realize that she was distributing signs of liver failure. But her friend, who's a dermatologist, recognized it. It was just casually saying it. And it turned out it was true. So this friend, that's a ride or die right here. Because she was finding things that her own doctor husband couldn't find out. That she couldn't even see. Because she's not a practicing doctor.
돈도 써봐야 눈차 찍었어요, 어머니.
She getting her lick back. And I'm loving it. It looks wonderful. Get back into it. Finish your residency. Become a doctor. Practice. And then Mr. Fine Surgeon comes in, rock climbing and whatnot. I can't even. They know exactly what they're doing to us. Whose kid is that? Because they probably are siblings. That's why it's important to show both of them. Because I'm pretty sure she's the child of her husband and his mistress. Possibly. That could be how it could go. Possibly. Or she could just be a love interest for the son. I don't know. It could go either way in a K-drama.
되게 좋아하시네요. 선생님. 휴대폰 번호 좀 알려줘.
Ooh, girl. Girl, I feel it too, honey.
착각을 파악 제대로 되겠지.
Oh, he a hater. So she was always better than him. Okay, so this just proves something. So he thought that she was young and naive. And that's why he tried to pull what he pulled in that room. Even though, it was consensual. They was both, getting freaky together. However, he knew he was in a relationship. And he was still out here unprotected, might I add. And him being a whole pre-med student, unprotected, knowing he has a girlfriend who was away. Like, he knew he wasn't shooting blanks, so I don't know why he was playing here without a condom. However, what we is going to get into is the fact that she said her grades were always better than him until after she had the baby, because his crazy ass didn't want to help take care of his own son, aka the firstborn son of himself, which is such a big deal for traditional men such as himself and traditional families such as the one he was in. to have a firstborn son as your child on the first time. And then her grades dropped because he wasn't helping with the baby. But it's so obvious that the reason why he really wanted her to give up was because she would have been a better doctor than him. And I'm so glad now that he's gonna see her exceed him. I'm gonna live for it. Let's go, sis. Come on, get that residency. Do it for the girls.
숙님의 점수는 49점입니다.
49 out of 50. Girl, you better go ahead and pat yourself on the back. That's a big ass deal. It's a damn near perfect score. Oh, come on now. Jungmin's dad. Oh, so they both have each other saved, not as husband or wife, but as the dad of their firstborn son. So what you doing here, Miss Ma'am? And not telling me you will be here. I love it.
엄마. 엄마는 여기 오면 안 돼요.
괜찮아.
I love this so much. Oh, it's cute.
연세가 적지 않은 편이고, 아니 좀 많은 편이고.
And so are y'all. And I'm not saying who looks older, but she looks younger out of the whole panel. That's all I'm saying.
솔직히 말씀드려.
That's ageist and sexist at the same time. Because if she was a man that was the same exact age.
더 늦기 전에 딴 병은 알아보랬지 뭐.
그럼 규모가 좀 작은 병을 한번 넣어봐요. 다른 데 가면 되지.
아무리 분석법이 발전해도 그 점을 놓치면 안 돼. 네,
네, 알겠습니다.
네, 알겠습니다.
I don't know how she got in, but this is fantastic. I love this for him. I love this for him. I love that Dr. Shaw's husband now just realizes that he is in a pickle. He knows that his end is nigh. I'm in love with this show now. But yeah, that is my reaction to Dr. Shaw episode 2. I can't wait to episode 3 for them to tell us how she got into this residency. Because the mistress and her trifling no good husband really thought she wasn't going to succeed in this. And now she's right here in the same hospital, so they can't be up to their usual poetry any further. I'm so happy. And then also, not her and the surgeon out here giving best pal vibes for right now, but I already know the romance is going to blossom between these two. And I want her to leave her no good dirty husband and get with the new, younger, finer surgeon. Let's get into it. But yes, I will be back with episode 3 reaction relatively soon. But if you have stayed until the end of this video, do not forget to give it a good thumbs up. And don't forget to also subscribe to the channel because, as I have said before, we are on the way to 1,000 subscribers. And if you're watching on Patreon, thank you so much for being a patron. It is really appreciated. And also, if you have not watched it on Patreon and you want to get into it and see some episodes a bit earlier than when they will drop on YouTube, then I will link it down below. You can see what you want to do, how you want to support. And also know that the first episode of every series that I react to is always free. So yes, go ahead and check that out on Patreon. See what you want to do with it. But until next time, y'all, I will see y'all in the next reaction. Bye.